a whole year has gone by since we all suffered through the monotonous hours of filming and editing the family history videos. Or the long process of taking the SATs and doing the mass amounts of essays given to us by DW and the other English teachers. But through those treacherous events, I believe our effort was astounding. We created an awesome Peter Pan float during homecoming, a float that was more than worthy of first place. Our MESA team placed first at both preliminaries and regional competitions. We adapted to both the ongoing construction of the entire school and the restricting rules implemented upon us regarding the dress code. And we pulled together when our administration abruptly changed, continuing the year as best as we could. Lastly, we remained strong and unified through the largest obstacle of our high school career, losing our friend and peer, Ashley. Although she is not here graduating with us physically, she is here in our heart and minds, and she is just as much a part of this ceremony, as you and I. And will be graduating with us no matter what. We've been through so much together in the last 4 years, and every time we pulled through it, as a class we are united, even though we don't always appear to be. And I hope we are just as unified as alumni. So.
Another new principal. But after all the changes that barely faced us, we owned the first day rally and stood in the most highly regarded spot of all, the far right corner of the bleachers. The feeling of finality began to set in. Our last first day rally, our last homecoming, our last prom, our last year with all of our closest friends. It was time to live it up, party hard, apply to college, and ward off senioritis no matter how hard that was. There we stood, so ready to finish this last year and begin the rest of our lives. Swiftly, the year was kicked into gear with the vivacious Sal Ruiz being crowned Mr. North County. Homecoming quickly followed and our whole float smashed the competition. Yeah! The true superheroes came through as we crowned our king and queen, Pino Calderon and Daisy Gomez. College applications were due as we had become accustomed to stress. Winter break came along promptly and showed us just how fast time flew by. We knew that with the new year, the fun was about to begin. The senior dinner dance was the first of many nights to remember. Our very own Zach Silvera came from the shadows and showed us how to shake our groove thing. The night ended with every senior chanting his name. We began to hear back from colleges and decide whether we wanted to continue our schooling, travel the world, join the armed forces, or get a job or two. At our prom in Wonderland, we danced the night away. Zach made an encore performance as prom king alongside the queen, the beautiful Miss Destiny Cruz. The senior dish day was full of mischief and freedom, giving us a small taste of what it would be like in our years to come as young adults on our own. Disneyland reminded us to always stay young at heart, for we'd never be this young again. That brings us again to the here and now. We stand here as we did at the beginning of the year, but this time a little less eager to leave everything behind. Class of 2013, as you move on to your new adventures in the upcoming days and months after graduation, keep in mind the people who made these years what they were. Your teachers who praised you and challenged you to think infinitely beyond society's limits. Your friends whose laughter and banter made your days at school worthwhile. Shout out to Ratchet Royalty. And your parents and guardians who loved you and supported you through all your trials and errors. Thank you, Dad, for showing me what hard work and determination could get me. And thank you all for always being there to